Gary, was that a disappointing afternoon?
Yeah, I think it was a disappointing afternoon. I think again I could give you a multitude of reasons why I think we didn't play as well as we can do. I think firstly you have to congratulate Rotherham for a good away performance. Made it difficult for us. Came and defended really well and was strong. But you looked at probably the first minute or two and you wondered whether Tuesday night maybe took a little bit of mental and physical tiredness out of the players or energy out of the players. I'm not sure, it's very easy to say that, but it was such a big occasion, it was such a big performance first half. And we started a little bit sloppily, we didn't move across the pitch well enough, we didn't step into situations and deal with them, we didn't cover spaces well enough defensively. That's probably my biggest bugbear really. I think that I felt as though Rotherham got into too many positions too easily today, and I think that when you've seen our team play well, the hallmarks of that team has been our defensive shape and it's been our defensive structure, and when we do that we create a lot of chances going forward because of the space that it creates, and it just felt as though the first half for some reason we didn't do that well enough, and whether that's because everyone's been telling us what a good side we are, I don't know. Whether that's because one or two of the players maybe believe that, I don't know. But we've certainly got to be better than that. If you want to be a top side, then you have to churn out performances week in, week out. And that's 2 home games where we've been a little bit disappointing.
A lot of games this month. Doesn't mean too much recovery time, has there? Has that taken effect?
Yeah, well, I think it always has an effect. Again, I don't want to use that as an excuse, but I think when someone says to you, you're going to have 7 games in 21 days, with the size of the squad we've got and the way that we're going to be able to do that, it becomes very challenging. And that's any side would face that, even if you had a big squad. So that's something we've got to cope with. It means at the minute that literally we're playing games, recovering, playing games, recovering, travelling, playing games, recovering. So we know it's going to be a tough spell. But what we've got to do now is, we wanted to win today and hope that would put us in a fantastic position. But that shows how fine the margins are, you don't win today, you get beat, and now all of a sudden you've got 2 games in which we're going to have to roll our sleeves up and show a little bit of character and show a little bit of mettle, and at times in the season you're going to have to do that, and we're at one of those times when, we've been brilliant, we've been fantastic at the start. Now we've had a little bit of a spell where we've got to do a little bit better.
Tuesday night was a big game for the fans. Was it tough for the side?
I think it always is after that type of game, but we'd preempted that before the game. I'd warned the players about it. They were aware of it, and sometimes when you start games you can tell after the first minute or two. I felt the same against Nottingham Forest. First couple of minutes you could just sense didn't quite have that zip about us, and when we haven't got that zip about us, then we're just an okay side, and we've got to accept that. And then sometimes you have to then fight and scrap and get yourself a point or something better than that. At the minute we're not quite doing that. But listen, I still think we've made a very positive start to the season. We were a game down in terms of how many of the other teams have played. We're still in a great position, and it's going to be up to us, but we've got to work hard to get through to this international break, and then we can worry about recovery and whatever then.
And that game's at Brentford on Tuesday. What are you going to expect from them?
Well, Brentford are a difficult team to judge at the minute, I think, because they've signed so many players. They've got so many different nationalities and types of players in their squad. I believe, I read this morning, they've had a lot of injuries and a lot of players not available, but we've got to go there and not worry too much about the opposition. We've got to make sure we do what we do. And whether or not we have to again take a gamble and freshen up and play some players to see if we can be fresher. But it doesn't matter what we do, whatever we do, we're going to have to be better in how we do it and certainly get results.